to be a winner in 2022? If you would like to be a winner in 2022, please type W in the chat box. Please type W in the chat box if you would like to be a winner in 2022. Thank you, Mukesh. Thank you, Meenakshi. Who else would like to be a winner in 2022? Only 2 people? All you have to do is type W to be a winner. Thank you, Nupur. Thank you, Mani. Thank you, Devender. Thank you, friends, for your response. I would like to share with you a good news that by deciding to join the session today, you are already a winner. You don't have to wait till 2022 to become a winner. You already are a winner because you have decided to consciously create the journey of your life, to consciously create 2022. You could have been anywhere doing anything else, but you have taken out time from your busy schedule to join the session today, and we really appreciate that. I promise you that we shall do our best to make this investment of time worth your while. Friends, even when a ship or plane takes off, there is a destination which is pre-decided. A plane never flies without having a destination in mind, or a ship never leaves the port without having a clearly defined destination. But unfortunately so, in the case of human beings, we start our day and we start our year without having a clear direction in which we are headed. And so has been my journey. I started my corporate career in 1993, and every year, of the 25 years that I worked in the corporate sector, there was a goal sheet I had to sign with my company, and I would work very diligently to achieve all my goals. And I progressed very, very well in my career. I worked in senior management roles in leading organizations like Tata AIG, Future Group, HCL Group, Dabur Group. And in my last assignments, I was sitting on the board with Dr. Anand Burman, Mr. Shiv Nadar in the board meetings. But there were certain areas of my life, certain pockets of my life which had darkness. And in these areas, I didn't do as well. I accumulated a huge debt, buying a house which was much bigger than what I needed. Even though I was single, I bought a house which was 3 BHK in the center of Mumbai to show off to my family and friends that I am so successful and I have arrived in life. But that, caused a lot of stress because there were very high EMIs to pay. I got my lifestyle became very unhealthy and I was full of stress. Does this resonate with somebody? High debt, being in high debt, being in high stress, unhealthy lifestyle. Does this resonate with you? Is there someone in your life who is facing a similar situation, or have you faced a similar situation? If this resonates with you, please type R in the chat box. A lot of people in the COVID times have had to, their businesses shut down or lost their jobs and have had to take a high amount of debt, or because of, staying at home, people started drinking more, eating more, and, so many unhealthy habits people acquired. Thank you, Neena ji. Thank you, Manoj, for your response. And what happens when we are highly stressed? Do we take charge of life, or we go around blaming other people for the challenges that we are facing in our life? And it so happened that in my case, to deal with the stress that I am facing, I didn't realize at that point of time, and I was blaming my colleagues, my family, if I was thinking that if my parents had only done this, I would have been better off, or if my wife would support me, I would be better off, or if my colleagues at work support me, I would be better off. I was just looking for excuses, and blaming people. And this was happening unconsciously. I was not conscious about what I was doing. And till such time, when I clearly remember that evening when I was having a discussion with my mentor, and he pointed out to me, Ashish, these were his words: when will you grow up and take responsibility of your life? And what he said that day sounded like a slap on my face. It was a very powerful statement. I realized that even though I'm a mature adult, I'm not taking responsibility for my life. Though I realized that I have to take responsibility and own up, I didn't exactly know how to go about living life consciously, setting goals, and living on purpose. And for a couple of years, I struggled with setting goals and not achieving them. And what happens when you fail at doing something repeatedly? We tend to give up. And I gave up on setting goals. I thought, ye to hota nahi hai. In a corporate, it's a different thing, but the goal setting doesn't always work. And this changed when I met now a dear friend and my guru, Manoj. It so happened that by a stroke of luck, we were together attending a program in Bombay in March of 2020, just last year, about 18 months, little more than 18 months, but March, so what, 21 months back. And I remember that, I clearly remember that after the first day of the training was over, we got back to the room and we were sitting and talking, and we were talking about our life journey. And Manoj mentioned to me how he set goals and achieved them successfully. And that kind of really got me interested. And I said, what? You can set goals and achieve it? And for next 3 hours, I just kept asking him questions on how to set goals and how to achieve. I talked to him about every single problem I have had, and because of which the problem I had, to which I didn't have a solution, and I failed in goal setting. And Manoj patiently answered all those questions, because he had not only mastered that process, he had helped many people achieve their own goals. So that's where, my friends, my journey of creating my life consciously started. And that was a time which was probably one of the toughest periods in my life, because it was nearly a year I had after I had started my company, and previous 4 months, March and previous 4 months, the revenue of my company was zero. And to attend this session I had, I'm talking about in Bombay, where just to stay in the hotel, it costed us more than 20,000 rupees, and I had no money, and I had to literally borrow money on my credit card to sign up for this program. And we learned in the program and from Manoj how to set goals and succeed in life, to create life consciously. Before, friends, I proceed further, I would like to take a minute to introduce myself. Some of you are joining us for the first time. My name is Ashish, and I am the founder of Mindful Living. I started Mindful Living in 2018 with a mission to help 1 million people, 1 million working professionals live healthier, happier, and wealthier lives. We conduct sessions for the employees in the corporate sector, helping them with the application of mindfulness in their work, professional and personal lives. We have worked with leading organizations like Aditya Birla Group, Tata Group, IBM, EXL, Swiggy, Airbnb, Schneider, Signify, Hero Group, SDFC Life, Kotak Life, many leading organizations. More than 50 organizations. We have conducted over 250 sessions on how people can become more productive and help become healthier, happier in their lives. We are regularly invited by leading colleges and universities to address their students, by leading insurance companies and healthcare organizations to address their clients. Friends, just a couple of ground rules before we start. This is not a podcast, so I will request you to keep your cameras on and so that it's an interactive session and we can see you. And this is not a TV show where you can sit back and enjoy. It's not a show, that entertainment show which Manoj and I have put together to entertain you. There are serious learnings. So keep your notepad ready to take things that you like. If there is something that resonates with you, make a note of it. If there is a question that you have, write that down. We'll be taking question answer sessions towards the end of it. So please keep your notebook ready to note down important points and to your questions. So friends, I'll share with you what happened after I met Manoj and I started setting goals. I set goals for the 2021, and for every single month in 2021 from April, because I met him in March, so I set goals from April till December. I achieved my goals every single month with the exception of 1 month, which was November, because I had got COVID and I got hospitalized in that month. Other than that, every single month I achieved my goals. If you think that is something credible, you can use the emoji button, the reaction button in your bar to show whether you're happy, you want to clap, you want to do thumbs up, or you want to share something in the chat. Please do that. And that success made me hungrier, and then I signed up for another course, and I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along. So the reason we need to set goals is because it helps us create the life of our dreams consciously. And there was a study done in Harvard Business School, which is cited in this book, where they studied the students for a period of 1969 to 1979. All the graduates who were passing out from 1969 to 1979 in the Harvard Business School, they were asked, do you have clearly written down goals? And what was found, that only 3% of the passing class of Harvard graduates has clearly written down goals. Other 14%, about 14% had goals but not written down, and about 84% of the class had 86% of the class had no written down goals. And when 10 years later in 1989, this group of students was compared, the group of students who had goals but not written down were earning twice as much as the bottom 84% who didn't have any goals. And hold your breath, the 3% who had clearly written down goals were earning 10 times than the people who had not set their goals, who just wanted to enjoy life. And these are Harvard graduates, guys. So they are, these are not ordinary people we are talking about. So that's the impact clearly written down goals has. And this one, they talk about income, but this applies to every area in our life. When we set clearly written down goals, our ability to achieve them goes up very, very high. And that is because there is a part in our brain called reticular part, which activates. It's the same thing which helps pigeons get back home. If you put a pigeon in a cage and cover it with a blanket and take the pigeon hundreds of kilometers away and leave the pigeon, it will still fly back to the place where it stays. Similarly, in our brain, there is this part where, which when we set clearly defined goals, it gets activated, then it searches the entire universe for the best possible solution. It is not necessary, friends, that you know how to achieve your goals. What is the most important thing is that you set clearly defined goals, and that activates a part in our brain which then starts working towards achievement of the goals. So why set goals? It helps us achieve more, and then everybody conspires, including our anatomy, physiology, to achieve those goals. And then we can become our own growth stock. Like I was mentioning earlier, after learning from Manoj, I wanted to deepen my learning, understanding about setting goals. So I signed up for a program, and I paid significant amount of money to learn about goal setting. And I'm very happy to say that I recovered 12 times of what I invested in that course in terms of earnings over 2021. And now, and now in 2022, again, we have set ambitious goals for ourselves, clearly defined in different areas of our life, and going about creating my life very, very consciously. And that is what gave us the confidence to bring this program to you, where, we share our learnings, but the learnings which Manoj has had by helping hundreds of people, the learnings I have had in the process, and that's why we created this program for you, where you can learn how to set goals and become very, very successful. Even though we understand why setting goals is very important, there are many people who don't set goals. And there are a couple of reasons for that. One is people think that setting goals is not important, like those Harvard graduates who felt that, enjoying life is better than setting goals. So they didn't set goals. Sometimes people don't set goals because it's not popular culture. Only 3% of the people have written down goals. 97% of people just go through life without any goals, and they think that is enjoyment. It's not popular culture. Like I was mentioning, when in the corporate sector, as an employee, I would have written down goal sheets, but not for personal life. So it's not popular culture. And like I mentioned, I tried a couple of years to set goals, but without proper guidance, I failed and I gave up. And another important reason is people are not aware what are the consequences of not achieving goals. Like people don't understand that the difference in your life by setting goals or not setting goals could be to the extent of 10x. The life you could lead is a totally different level when you're setting goals and living consciously. But there are 4 very important principles in setting goals. And the first one, like I mentioned earlier also, is that we need to have crystal clear clarity on what we want. And that is one of the things that we're going to talk about in the course that we have put together for you. And when I come to that part, I'll describe how to get that clarity. What are the questions you need to ask yourself to identify your goals? The second is the level of challenge has to be the right level. If it is too challenging, then people give up. And if it is too easy, then also people give up. So, what's the right level of challenge which will motivate you to go out and achieve the goal? That is another thing which is very important. Third is your commitment to achieve the goal. Goal is not a fantasy. Goal is not a dream. It requires a commitment that I will achieve this goal, whatever it takes. And only when that feeling seeps into every single cell in my body that I want to achieve this goal, I live, see, breathe, eat, drink that goal happens. This is not a New Year resolution. This is not a dream. This is not a fantasy. It requires 100% commitment. It requires aligning the conscious mind, aligning the subconscious mind. And we have put together in this program techniques which will align your conscious and subconscious mind and will ensure that you hit your goals 100%. The last but not the least important is a mechanism to have feedback whether you are on course or not. One of the things that happened in my meeting with Manoj that day is that we agreed to become each other's accountability partners, and to hold ourselves accountable to the progress, to making the monthly progress, to keeping track of what we are achieving, what we're not achieving. So that kind of feedback is also very important. So those are the 4 goal setting principles that are very, very important to ensure that we are successful in setting goals. So that brings me, friends, to that section where I would like to invite Manoj to talk about his secret of setting and achieving goals. Would you like to hear from the master, from my guru who taught me how to set and achieve goals? If you would like to hear from the master, please type BIO, bring it on. I need to see response from everybody. Bring it on. Yes, thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. Manoj is a very senior HR professional. He is from XLRI, Jamshedpur. and certified neuro-linguistic practitioner. He's a motivational speaker. He's an evangelist of secret, techniques which he learned there, which I mentioned about, which he has mastered and in manifesting his goals. His mission is to help 1 million people to create and achieve their dreams and goals. If you feel, friends, that's a noble cause, please light up your screens with a thumbs up or clap or type in the chat. That's something very noble. And on that note, over to you, Manoj.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ashish, for that introduction. Highly appreciate that. Very good evening, friends, and thank you for taking out and making a decision to change your life and make your goals achieved in 2022. You would have heard about this statement from The Secret, Rhonda Bryan: you become what you think about most, but you also attract what you think about most. So if you attract anything in your life, set any goals in your life, definitely you can achieve that. But there are certain process, techniques, methods through which you can do that. Ashish, next slide. So one of the basic principles which Ashish have told, another one is to ask. Many people in life happens that they fear to ask from the universe, or to they hesitate. They feel that they are not capable of, or they are not born to have those things in their life. So people do not ask in the first place itself. So don't set their goals. And another important thing is to believe and have a clear visualization what they want to achieve in their life. So when I talk about belief, it's not a mere faith. So there is a very thin line between belief and faith. It's a two sides of the same coin. So friends, most of us, I would say almost all of us, from childhood, we have been taught that to fold our hands and pray in front of the God. Okay, so we continue throughout our life. Most of the people continue, right? So that is a faith that there is some superpower, something higher self who would help us whenever it's needed. But the day in when you're in a trouble and that thing happens to you, your wish is granted, you start believing in that. So that day your faith becomes belief. So whenever you set a goal, you should have a strong belief that you will be able to achieve that. And another thing is to receive. Many people miss to receive. There are no chances actually. All are designed by the universe. People don't take risk. If at all they have already set the goals, something is coming in their way, they just miss to grab that opportunities. Ashish, next slide. While goal setting is an regular exercise, people do that, but people miss to make their missions in their life. So during those training which Ashish was talking about, we learned how to create the mission statements for ourselves. You all know, the most of the people who are working, they know that all the organizations have certain missions in their life, right? So just if you take about two conglomerates, Tata and Reliance, can you just type in and say that which one do you prefer more as a more valuable or trustworthy organization? For Tata, you can type T, and Reliance, you can type R. Great. Ushagran says T. Vivek T. Devinder Parul. So see, almost all the people in this room has agreed about T. So how the difference happens? They both are the great organizations, no doubt, and backbones of Indian economy. But if you very clearly read out their mission statements, Tata Group's mission statement is improve the quality of life for the communities they serve globally through long-term stakeholder value creation based on leadership with trust and their driving force on their lives. Whereas Reliance Industries' mission is to achieve excellence in project execution, quality, reliability, safety, and operational efficiency. To relentlessly pursue new opportunities, capitalizing on synergies in the power generation sector, to consistently enhance competitiveness to deliver profitable growth. So if you see clearly, you will find that the mission of the second organization is to deliver profitable growth to their shareholders. Whereas for the Tata Group, it's to create value for their stakeholders, which includes the communities wherein they deliver their services. So just the small difference have made a huge difference in the trust building among the society, in the economy, in the globally, I would say. So friends, so mission is an your end goal, your end objective, wherein you have multiple goals during that journey. Like Ashish has already mentioned that for mindful living, Ashish mission is to help 1 million working professional to be healthier, happier, and wealthier. And I have a mission to add value and empower people, 1 million people, to create and accomplish their goals. This has happened. I would share this. Okay, next slide. I will share more about that. So, steps to identify your goals. So, first and foremost is that people, when they grow up, they just forgot what were their dreams during their childhood. They just miss to identify their passion, which they have been living during their most of their life. After certain age, after graduation, going for the job, almost 9 to 5 jobs, and these days it is 9 to 10, I would say. So people just get exhausted with that and just forgot what they have been dreamed for, what was their passion. And it becomes important for them to consider other people's opinion. So the first step is to list down whatever you have dreamed and what you want to achieve in your life. That will definitely add up and give your path to identify your strengths, skills, and your talents. The hidden talents, many times the person would have forgotten about writing something in their childhood, would have been writing, but maybe after some time when he thinks about his mission and set goals and want to write some blogs, write books, etc., that comes automatically. And definitely whatever you're going to take up, that will make you feel great about yourself. And once you set your goals, have a strong belief and live on highlighted moments. So friends, what I mean by highlighted moments is that, as I said you about the faith and belief, and when you have the strong belief, you have to just think about the end result. To give a small example, I believe most of the people love cricket. I'm not sure about football and cricket. So can you just type in which sports you like most? You can type in C for cricket, F for football. Great, Rishika Murli. Murli football, great. So, oh, great, Nupur. So I asked only for 2 choices. Nupur is 10 is great. Usha Kiran's cricket. So I can see most of the majority of the people love cricket because in India, cricket is worshipped. So let's assume there is a final match between India and Pakistan, and that happens on a Saturday during your week off, and you had planned with your favorite juices, etc., and sit in front of your system, TV, and watch the entire match. But unfortunately, in the Friday late evening, you got a call from your boss stating that, okay, Manoj, tomorrow on Monday, we have a board meeting and we have to complete certain presentations. Ensure that you reach office as soon as possible by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. So you get pissed off, right? Anyone will do. But you said that, boss, okay, if that's that important, I will just come for a couple of hours, complete it, and I will push off. He agreed. And when you reach the office, you found that boss has not yet come. You get more frustrated, and he called up and asked, okay, what needs to be done? You start working. You understand that you have been checking on the scores on the net and found that Pakistan has already scored 300 runs in the first inning. You were just pissed off and said that, okay, now you will go to the second half home and watch the second innings of the match. And you were so engrossed in the work that you missed to see the scores in the net. And by 5:30, 6 o'clock, when you're going back home, you found that the crackers were bursting on the streets. So friends, let me know which team has won the match. India or Pakistan? You can type it I or P. Which team has won the match? Great. Chetan, Amli, yeah, yes, India, India, India. Thank you so much. So, yes, great, Prichika. So India has won the match. Excellent. No gift for the right answers. Great. So now you have reached home by 7 o'clock. Now you have you want to see the highlights of the match. And when you started seeing the match, you saw that the opening pairs were out by 2 wickets were down in within 5 overs, and the score was less than 25 runs. You start scratching the heads. Who then has scored the 301 run then? You continue to watch. You saw that by 20th over, the score was just 100 runs, and another 2 wickets have fallen down. And now you were biting your nails and you were sitting on the edge of your seat and want to stay focused and to see who has scored the run, right? And this continues, and you know that by the last over, on the last ball, the tail ender hit a 6, and with that 6 runs, India won the match. Yeah, you got excited till then. So friends, what I am trying to highlight over here is that you already know the result, but still you were excited to see the end result. So whenever you set a goal, it must be important that you believe so much and you know that this is going to happen. It's a process. You continue to have the journey on that path on a highlighted moments with a smile in your face, and whatever the obstacles which will come, definitely when you have set a goal, there would be obstacles, and you surpass them one by one because you know the end result. So that should be the approach. So this is quite common and very time tested principles to set the goals. Is to whenever you set a goal, that must be specific, it must be measurable, which can be achievable, and this realistic and time bound. You cannot set a goal that okay, within 1 month I'm going to earn 1 crore rupees per month. So that's definitely not a realistic thing, right? So if you're earning X amount today, you can definitely say that okay, within next 6 months or 1 year I will be having 2x or 3x, which would be realistic, would be very time bound, and it can be measurable, and you will understand that what your strengths has to be developed to achieve, to reach that goals, and you will slowly progress on that. But you have to believe in that very, very strongly, because you have started living on the highlighted moments and you know the results. So friends, for 2022, another 7 days to go, I would suggest you can pick up 3 to 5 areas of your life where you want to succeed and be a winner in 2022. You can write for family, F, social, S for social, career, S, intellectual, physical, financial. You can type in out what all you want to achieve in your life and specific goals for 22. Spiritually.
Yeah. So Manoj, is it okay if I share something?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So thank you, Manoj, for taking us through this journey, friends. What we would like you to do is take 5 minutes and jot down your important goals, top of the mind goals in 3 areas of your life which are important to you. Don't worry about getting it right. Just write down, identify 3 areas you want to work in, whether it's your career, intellectual, family, physical, spiritual, whatever area that resonates with you, and pick up 3 goals in each area. So 3 areas and 3 goals in each area. Don't worry about getting it right. Just write down what comes to your mind, and then there will be subsequent exercises that we will do to identify the most important goal and to make it smart and many other things around it. So I have put the timer. Timer is on for 5 minutes. Take 5 minutes and write down your goals.
Great. Murli says family, financial, and physical. Great.
Thank you.
Rasika, health and peace of mind.
Yeah. So
Hema, if you wish, you can share.
yeah, if you're comfortable, you can share. Thank you, Hima. This is quite awesome. Thank you. And also write down three, like in the health, what are the three goals that you want to have, whether it is weight goal or flexibility goal or strength goal, endurance goal, what is it? And if it is financial, what is it? Is it a certain amount of income or certain amount of savings in the bank? What is the financial goal? So please go beyond these categories and write down in each category what is the goal you want to have. In social goal, what is it? Is it about making friends at work, or is it about making friends in personal life? Thank you, Ninaji, for sharing that. You have shared the categories with us, but now what I will request you to work on is write down three goals within each category. In health goal, what are the three goals you have got? In family, what are the three goals that you've got in that category? What is it that you want to do as a family? Financial, social, physical. So thank you everybody for sharing your categories with us. Write three goals within each of those categories. You've mentioned professional achievement. So in your career, what's the professional achievement that you're looking at? Is it a promotion? It's a certain reward that you're seeking, or an increment that you're seeking? What is it that you're seeking? So please specify that in professional achievement, Nita. And if you have any questions or if you need any clarity, please feel free to unmute. We'll be happy to help.
Yeah, that will be great.
Yeah. Hema, I hope you have worked out your goals in each of the categories. Yes, Nita, thanks for sharing that. So you want your client base to be increased. So can you specify, if you have wanted to increase from say 50 to 60 or 50 to 100 or, 100 to 120, what is it that, so make it smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound, and then you can work on by when, whether you want it in first 6 months, first 9 months, or you want to say that every quarter I'll add 10 new clients. So like that.
Excellent. Rasika Malik has shared that physical painless body, lighter body agility for family, more time, more connect, more sharing, and spiritual part, peaceful mind, more praying time, more chanting. Excellent. Great. We are looking for that clarity.
Anita, I would recommend that you work with one figure. If it is vague, it becomes difficult to achieve. It's like the Arjun story in Mahabharata. You just need to see the eye. If it is moving, it becomes very difficult. So if there is one number, it's easier.
Exactly. So Nita, you can fix up for 50.
Thank you, Parul. Triple the current salary by when? Getting a job by when? What kind of company? What kind of industry? Those are the things that you can work on. Promotion in the current job, single promotion, double promotion. Those are the things you can buy when. Thank you. So friends, we are coming to the end of the 5 minutes time. If you have any questions, we will be happy to take. Painless body, lighter body. Yeah, can you make that more measurable so that you know that that its pain is less? How do you measure pain? Is there a score? Lighter body means what? Is it detox? Is it lighter weight? How can you measure agility? So can you put something around that so that you can measure it? Thank you, friends. I think you have taken a, Manoj, anything you would like to share?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Risha, for sharing the details and correcting my uh, pronunciation over there. Uh, so we can move on, Ashish.
Okay. So friends, this is, I would like to congratulate you because you have taken first step which is required for becoming successful in life, which is to have written down goals. So just the fact that you have got written down goals puts you in the top 3% of the population in the world which has got written down goals. So that's amazing. Please give yourselves a round of applause, pat your back, hug yourself, say I love you, myself, whatever, and clap for everybody because we have done this together. So awesome, great. And but this is not the only thing which is going to make us successful. We need to have a plan of action, and a plan of action which corresponds with achievement of your goal. So that is very important, and that is something which we will work on in our program. Many people drop off their goal journey. Like I had mentioned, I had dropped off when you face some obstacles, and that obstacle could be lack of clarity, which is internal, or an external obstacle. So in the face of obstacles, people don't know how to handle that, and they drop off. And the third and very important one is measuring progress, keeping track of what is required to be done day in and day out to become successful. That is very important. So these are some things that we're going to talk about in the program. The first thing is getting a clarity on what is your most important goal. The 5 why, using the 5 why technique, why 20 clients or why 50 clients, there has to be a logic to that. Or why agility, why painless, or why promotion, why not single promotion, double promotion, whatever it is, just asking these questions, why helps us get a lot of clarity. And that is one of the techniques we are going to talk about in the program. And then second, we are going to talk about a very powerful model of making your dreams come true using the Bidoha model of manifestation. A lot of times we are just focused on what we want to have in our life, and once we decide this is what we want to have, we get caught up in mindless action. We just keep working and working harder and harder and harder, and still results don't happen, and we wonder what is it that is happening. We think that there's something wrong with us, but we don't pay attention to the state of being in which we are taking those actions. What is our frame of mind? And that is what a good state of being, good state of mind is what is important for manifestation of our goals and dreams and desires. And that is what we talk about, we work upon in this session. The third is helping you develop a champion's mindset, which makes you unstoppable, makes you overcome any obstacle that you face and win the goal. Break down your goals into specific action plan, create dashboards, and 3 specific techniques to magnetize your action, to move away from doing actions mechanically to doing them magnetically, where everything you do attracts more and more success. It becomes like a snowballing action. Initially it may look like small, like a snowball is, but as it keeps rolling, it keeps gathering momentum, it keeps gathering velocity, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. So these 3 techniques will help you magnetize your actions so that you attract success rather than having to run after success. And we will support you with accountability partners who will help you get that. So that's the program that we have put together for you, friends. If you think that is awesome, please type A in the chat box. Thank you, Hema. Thank you very much. Thank you, Risha. Thank you, friends, for your responses. This program is winning in 2022. Go for what you want. If we have clear goals, then we achieve them. Otherwise, we settle for something which we get and we say, "Ye theek hai, chalta hai. Ye bhi to theek hai na." So one of my teachers used to say that the enemy of the best is not the worst. The opposite of best is not the worst. It is good, because we think our life is good. Sab kuch to chal raha hai, why go for the best? So in this program, we will encourage you to set your goals, and those goals that are important to you, that matter to you, and go for them. We'll have 3 workshops. The program is slated to start on 2nd of January, the second day of the year, and we will have 3 sessions, 2nd, 9th, and 16th January. And we will have a bonus hand-holding session, which will be on 23rd, and it will be followed by 2 more bonus coaching sessions in February, March. Here we will support you and help you stay on course with the goals and the action plans that you've made. So it's not just knowledge sharing, it is actually hand-holding you in the process of manifesting your dream life. You know who this gentleman is? He is one of the top 10 richest person in the world, and he's worth more than $100 billion. And he was not born rich. He used to distribute a newspaper on a cycle to earn money. And the money he earned, he invested in stock markets and created wealth for himself. And he says that the learning is the best investment that you can make. The more you learn, the more you will earn. And that is validated by our own experience. Manoj and I have invested more than 10 lakh rupees in the various learning and development programs that we have done. And as a result of that, our earning is going up on year-to-year basis. So learning in yourself, a lot of people come and ask me, which stock should I buy? I say, invest in your learning, you will know. And, friends, like I mentioned earlier, there's a consequence. If we don't invest in our own learning, we may become dinosaurs. Our families may not get the dream life that they deserve. So for the sake of ourselves and our family, our happiness, invest in your learning, make your goals, and live a life which is full of dreams. And what we have done is put together an excellent faculty for you. Manoj, I have already introduced. I have introduced myself. And our faculty, the third faculty in this program will be Dr. Nupur Agarwal, who is based in London in UK. And she's joined us for this session. She's there on the call. She is a gold medalist and a certified mindfulness meditation teacher, clinical hypnotherapist, and she regularly conducts workshops across the world in USA, Europe, and India on multiple topics related to subconscious mind and how we can use our mind to achieve what we want in our life. Dr. Nupur, would you like to say hello to everyone?
Yeah, thank you, Ashish, and thank you, Manoj, for such a lovely presentation. And I would like to thank everybody who's here for committing to your well-being and being here to grow and, make 2022 fabulous. And yeah, I would like to add that this is not like a one-time program. It's a journey that you're going to be on to, reach your highest potential. So we would really encourage you to, invest in yourself, because this is just the beginning of this wonderful process that we are all a part of. We have all experienced in our, in our lives, growing and collaborating. This session that I would be doing would be based a lot on principles of inner resistances. How do we overcome our inner resistances? It will be based on subconscious reprogramming. It will be based on mindfulness meditation. And basically understanding that we are limitless beings. We put our own selves in limited boxes and define ourselves. But there's a very famous saying that when you define yourself, you confine yourself. So how can we have the goals and be that limitless self to achieve them and then keep going further and further and build the momentum? So there is a lot that's packed in for you, and I will be coming in on session 3 specifically, but all of the speakers are world-class and very highly experienced. So very excited to be a part of this journey with all of you. So looking forward to it. Thank you, Ashish. Thank you, Manoj, and everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Nupur. So this program, comes because it's Christmas time, and it's last 1 or 2 years has been very difficult for many people. So we have made this priced very, very attractively at only rupees 999. Like I mentioned, Manoj and I have invested more than 10 lakh rupees to learn. So this is no return on that investment. It is just a very small amount, a small gift from our side in this festive season, so that you can invest in yourself and get big returns for yourself in the years to come. I assure you, you will get more than 10 times your return on this investment. I guarantee that you will be healthier, happier, and wealthier after you come on this program. If you would like to start, you can do a Google Pay or Paytm at the number mentioned here. This is Ruchi's number. Please remit $9.99 using Google Pay or Paytm. And once you have done that, please share the screenshot or type done in the chat box so that we know you have registered for the program. This is a limited period offer till 25th of December. And after that, the price goes up to $14.99. So that's the offer, friends. For you, please sign up and let us know. If you have any questions, yes, Madhu, we see your hand raised. Yes, please, Madhu, go on.
Yeah. Hi, good evening, Ashish. Good evening, Nupur, and good evening, Manoj. See, I have a lot of skills. I have good storytelling skills. I have good knowledge, good information. And ever since I'm planning to write a book. In fact, I started writing also. I have written many articles in the past. I worked as a journalist, but every time I make a progress and I move back. In fact, I'm doing courses after courses, and invested a lot of money, but the fact is that so far no result I have seen. So far I have not seen my book. Okay, and definitely when I'm writing a book, I want it to be successful, right? So after one success, then another, because I want to use my skills, and definitely if I will be capable, I want to give something back to the society, or in some way I want to utilize and give back to the society, right? So my question is, money is okay, but all these programs, we somewhere we need hand holding, as Ashish mentioned, right? Definitely we have, but some push is required, right? So how far this program will help me to definitely, I will see at the end of the program, okay, my book is a reality. How I will get that confidence? I'm ready to put in efforts. I'm ready to do my research. I'm ready to put hard work. So I need that. Okay, after this program, my book will be a reality. I hope I'm clear.
Yeah, I would like to start.
Yes, absolutely. Manoj wants to say something and then I'll follow. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So then Ashish and Uber can add your thoughts as well. So Madhu, at this moment, I just want to know from you, during all these your attempts, did you ever hire any accountable partner with you?
Yeah. No, so far no. Yeah, there were many occasions, but it's somewhere I move and then okay, chal raha hai, because kaam chal raha hai, I'm also maths teacher. I'm putting in a lot of efforts over there also, but somehow yeah, I'm fear. There is some fear of success. I'm moving and then I'm coming back, right? So accountability partner, yeah, there were many chances, but then I myself has taken a backseat.
Exactly. So definitely this program will help you. When Ashish has already mentioned that as a bonus, we will be giving you Feb, March, 3 months of hand holding. And we can on one-on-one basis also, we can continue the journey if you're interested to take it forward. What happens is when you have an accountability, that other person will be responsible. Let's say maybe just one paragraph a day. And
right.
When we will start sharing the progress, that will make a big difference.
Right.
Along with that, when you understand that, okay, how much belief, the date you're going to set, but it's a matter of time that when your book is going to publish, that thought and belief must be there. So
yes,
I can assure that this program will definitely take you to that destination.
Right. And I have two more questions.
So I will also, Madhu, I will also want to add to that point that in this program, we are also understanding that we are not alone on this journey. We are co-creating with the universe. And
right.
It's not the program that's going to make you do anything. It's your own inner self that's going to, and we tap into that inner potential and the universal life force energy that's going to actually set the motion for all of us to get into that path. So we understand that, yes, we are the goal setters, but there is a power above us that is actually helping us to co-create, because none of us are an island by ourselves.
Right.
So, that is the energy that we are going to be channeling, and it's going to be very powerful. We are creating an energy field here, which goes much beyond the program as such. And
Right.
as Manoj said, that we are always there to handhold people, not only during the course, but even as we are all very accomplished coaches. So you can reach out to any of us.
Right.
Yeah,
I have
go
two
on.
more small questions.
Yeah.
One is,
Madhu, is it okay if we take other participants and then we'll come
yeah,
back to you?
I will pay through bank account, through directly. I will transfer through my account direct, means Google Pay and Paytm. Other than that, online transfer will work
Yeah,
if there
online
is
transfer
any.
will
Yeah,
work. We will share the bank account details. I'll request Ashish
yeah,
to share
yeah.
the
I
bank
will ask
account.
my question later on when all the participants are over. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Nita. Nita, can you unmute yourself and ask your question, please? Nita, we can't hear you.
Can we try unmuting her as
Yeah.
Now you can.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a practicing chartered accountant, but I think I have a lack of confidence when I present. Miss, I'm talking to the clients and I'm present myself to the client. Then I'm lacking some confidence, or maybe hesitate to share the ideas and all that. So how I will overcome to this?
So we have a big module here of subconscious reprogramming, which is also a big part of the goal setting. So so in session 3, that's what we're going to be talking about, subconscious reprogramming, and even in the handholding sessions. Because what we must understand is that a lot of these behaviors are very unconscious. They have become our habits because we have repetitively practiced them. Now, if we can change our narrative, if we can change and subconscious reprogramming, then we become more confident. So there are tools and techniques which we will be going over to kind of embody that version of ourselves, which is the most empowered version, and through creative visualization. Manoj very briefly touched upon creative visualization. Now, creative visualization is a very powerful tool. In neuroscience, now we know that the human brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. So if I ask you to see the color red, and if I ask you to imagine the color red, the human brain doesn't know that. So we are going to go into a lot more detail of creative visualization in session 3 and even in earlier sessions. But that's what's going to help you to create that best version of yourself. It could be confidence for you, for somebody else. It could be other things like procrastination, fear. So, those are the things that we are going to work with.
Okay. So the session 3 is more important to me. You mean to
No,
say?
all sessions are very important. We'll be covering them throughout. It's that one session builds into the other and builds into the next, and we'll have hand holding also. So the intention is to empower you to the extent that you have enough tools, and then you choose, or this is the one that I would like to work with. Yeah,
I have in my mind the ideas and all sections knowledge and all I'm very clear on my part. When client is asking something about me, GST or income tax or audit or all, I'm very clear on my part. But then I think so some lack of confidence is there. That's why I cannot able to conclude that. Means I'm not getting the clients, my mehnat, all my that efforts are going to waste. Means.
So the power of intention and invoking the universal energy to help is what we are all going to be doing in all sessions, right from session 1. The power of intention and co-creating, as I say, with the universe. So far, we have been doing everything by ourselves, friends. Now we have to understand that we have a very powerful force with us. So let's try and test that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Neeta.
I'm going to join, so I have to pay the 99 Google Pay. I'm doing okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Nita.
Yeah.
Thank you, Risha. Thank you, Mini, for joining us. Madhu, yes, please.
I'm not getting the speaker's name. Speaker is who's? Who is the speaker? Third one?
Dr. Nupur.
Dr. Nupur, thank you very much.
Thank you, Neetaji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Manoj and Ashish also.
Thank you, Neetaji.
So as Dr. Nupur was mentioning about the reprogramming of your conscious level, so just an example and for the interest and benefit of the entire participants. friends, you know that all the thoughts which come in an entire day, we have more than 40 to 60,000 thoughts in our day we come across. For an example, we with the dominant hand, which whatever you do the brushing early in the morning, you know, some thought comes up. जैसे कि हम next मुझे ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, ऑफिस जल्दी पहुंचना है, the thoughts comes up, right? So from tomorrow onwards, just try to do it from your left hand and just observe how many thoughts are coming in your mind. Okay, so this is an example. You can just try it, then you will come to understand what we are talking about and how the Dr. Nupur will take you to the reprogramming of your subconscious mind.
Thank
so
you.
the answer is, most likely most of the people will not get any thought at that during that period. They will be so conscious to be properly brushing to their non-dominant hand.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Neetaji.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Girish, for joining. Thank you, Madhu, for joining. Madhu, you have a question? Yes.
Yeah, my second question is, since I have skills and it's not that I have not tried them, I have used them, but I fail to focus on one thing. When it comes to book, whether I should write a maths book, whether I should focus on, writing articles which helps them, say positive thinking on graphology, success through graphology, or how to make affirmations, how to create affirmations. So because I'm like a motivational person, I always, in every situation I'm ready to motivate the person, and it happens automatically, it comes automatically. So I lose focus, whether I should do this. I have good interest in cooking also, I have good knowledge in that also, so I lose focus over there. I have this, I do origami also. So so it's very tough for me to focus on one single thing. Okay, I know only one thing is enough. If you are here in one thing, automatically the other thing results, but even then I know only one thing will give you the required success, and after that you can do many other things, but I am failed to focus on one thing. So this is my second biggest blockage, I should say.
That's very understandable, Madhu. And that is why, if you remember, the first thing that we are going to work on in the program is your MIG, which is most important goal.
Yes.
So we will take you through a technique where you can identify which is your most, whether it is writing a maths book or this book, or
right.
What are those important things? So there is a technique to go through that, and we will go through that, and I think it will help you.
Okay, fine. Right, Ashish. Yeah. And on a daily basis, how much time I have to give? If I am joining this program, I'm joining this program, how much time I have to devote on a daily basis? 3 hours, 4 hours, how much?
It will not require that kind of commitment, Madhu. But this duration of each session is 90 minutes, and that's every Sunday. 2nd, 9th, and 16th. And during the week, it will require maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or half an hour. You will share a audio that you should watch or hear rather every day, and that is about 30 minutes. So I'll request everybody to stay on till the end of the session, where we are going to share about this audio, which will help you move forward in your journey of success.
Okay. So every session there will be a video sharing, right?
Yeah, we will record. Every session will be recorded, and just in case you happen to miss a session, we will share the recording with you.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Right.
And yes, Madhu, go on.
Yeah. If you can share in detail, because I will be joining and I want to understand each and every session. Will it be interactive? What kind of hand holding? As you mentioned, February and March will be there, and three dates you have also mentioned, right? Some 21st February and all those. So if you can give me in detail, I will be clear, because I really want to make it, and since long I'm trying. Yeah. And that would be a gift to my parents, because my parents 50th anniversary passed 2 years ago, before the starting of the COVID, and proud to that. Since then I am thinking, but still I am not successful, so I'm very eager to bring it out.
Sure. We will handle you on this journey, Madhu, completely.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ashish. Thank you.
And friends, moving on, if you would like to take a screenshot of this, you can take a screenshot. Some of you have already signed up, and I welcome you to this program. Those of you who have any questions, we'll be happy to take that as we come towards the end of this session. And this is something which I would like to recommend strongly to everyone who has joined this program. Can you mute yourself?
I think somebody needs to mute. I think, yeah.
This is a wonderful audio, The Strangest Secret in the World, which is available. You can Google on this, and you could look it up in YouTube and listen to this audio every single day till 31st of January. Listen, this is about 30 minutes. You can listen to it while you're working. You can listen to it, when you're going to sleep, so that it keeps playing in your subconscious mind, when you're walking, whatever you're doing. But listen to this audio every single day for next 31 days. That's very, very important. This audio has created more millionaires and successful people than any other audio in the world. So this is very highly recommended. We recommend everybody to do that. We have now come to the end of our session. We will be happy to take any questions that you have. So friends, we have also shared the bank account details in case somebody would like to do a transfer. You can do the transfer on the bank.
Yeah, I will be doing online transfer. Thank you, Ashish.
Thank you, Mother.
Thank
you.
You
Also shared the Paytm and Google Pay details. So whatever works for you, do that. There is one poem I would like to share with you before we close. This is something which I just heard in the morning today, and I thought it's very apt for what we're doing. And this goes like this is in Hindi. I hope you understand. Everybody understands this. क्यों डरे जिंदगी में क्या होगा, क्यों डरे जिंदगी में क्या होगा, हर वक्त मैं क्यों सोचे बुरा होगा, बढ़ते रहे मंजिलों की तरफ, बढ़ते रहे मंजिलों की तरफ, कुछ ना मिला तो क्या होगा, तजुर्बा तो नया होगा. So friends, lot of times we get caught up in कि ये होगा कि वो होगा, नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा. But what is important is we walk towards in the direction of our goals. You have all set your goals today. Walk towards in that direction. I assure you, whether you're a part of the program or not a part of the program, you will benefit just by the simple exercise of writing down your goals. Your reticular cortex will get activated and it will draw resources which will help you fulfill your goals. So best wishes to everybody.
Yeah, and also Ashish, I would like to end by saying one more thing, that we have to also understand that, when we come together to work in any group, we create very powerful energy fields. And, Ashish, me and Manoj are all very, very powerful co-creators together, because we have created our own lives from a very different perspective to what we were and where we are. So understand that that's the energy field that we will be creating together with you, and you will be a part of the creation process. So this is not just any random course. It's going to be a very powerful, energetic course. And if you have any people with you that you would want to bring along on this journey, feel free to also introduce this to them. And, you will be doing a lot of favors to a lot of people by, getting them aligned in this way. I just wanted to add that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nupur, for that comment. And, in case you would like to stay connected with us, we are sharing the link of our WhatsApp community. You can join the community. This is complimentary. Everybody can be a part of everybody is welcome to be a part of this community and benefit from, application of mindfulness and improving your lives, becoming healthier, happier, and wealthier. We also understand that some people have challenges due to the COVID situation, financial challenges. So in case you would like to be on the program, but have a financial challenge, you can apply for scholarship and we'll be happy to support you. You can drop a mail at connect.mindfulliving@gmail.com and we will be happy to consider your application for scholarship. But we would like you to benefit from the program by coming on the program and changing your life. This is truly transformation. We have shared the link. You can apply for scholarship should you need to. Manoj, any closing comments from you?
Nupur has already added. So thank you so much for each and everyone to taking out your time. And I would like to see most of you in our session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank
Really
Merry
you.
appreciate
Christmas,
it.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
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 You can unmute and wish everybody Merry Christmas on your way out.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank
Yeah.
you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emma.
So Ashish, sir, one request, I would like to have details of the program, right? So because I have to frame up my schedule according to that.
Yes,
Merry
yes. We will say.
Christmas.
Yeah, so I will get in touch with you or Ashmita ma'am after the
Yeah,
program.
yeah.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah.
We will keep in touch with you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So Merry Christmas to all and wish you all a very happy new year. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Have a
Bye.
wonderful
Thank you.
Christmas.
Thanks a lot. Okay, bye all. Bye. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye. Thanks all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I talk to Nupur Agarwal ji, please?
Yes, please.
I think I've seen you somewhere. I'm trying to recollect, but I'm unable to.
I
Are
do
you-
webinars at Mindful Living. I do webinars at other places. So maybe you have seen me on some webinar.
Are you in Share Your Gifts like with Nitya Shanti or some
Yes.
group?
Yes, I had done a hypnotherapy masterclass there with Nitya Shanti.
Actually, I registered there for your session, but I couldn't move on. I don't know what happened that day. Your face is very familiar. I'm trying to search you there and Share Your Gifts. but-
So YouTube, on YouTube, there is that, if you missed attending that talk, Hima, you can check on the YouTube, it's there.
Oh, thank you so much.
Otherwise, I can request Ashmita to forward it to you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Emma. Small world.
Yeah.
All right,
Thanks.
everybody. Bye.
No,
Merry
Miss
Christmas.
Hema, I will be sending it across to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you.